Hi, it's Steffi from Steffi's Beads and Baubles. And as you know, I just did a video where I talked about Goodwill boxes going up 10 bucks and I wouldn't be buying them anymore. But I still have two more videos. Two or three more. Three more that are coming up from boxes I had already purchased. That two are still not here, but one I have. The difference is I'm opening them ahead of time. I just don't want to do hour-long videos anymore. And if I'd kept buying them, I was going to have to switch back. It just got to be too much to make that video, untangling as I went, finding pairs of earrings as I went. But I've got three more boxes and we're done. But today's video, I wanted to pull some jewelry that I recently bought that I haven't shown you, that I picked up expressly to make other stuff out of. And I wanted to show you what I look for when I'm purchasing jewelry to repurpose for jewelry. Now there's other jewelry you buy to repurpose for art, and maybe we'll do that another day. But this is jewelry I bought specifically for the beads, the chain, for some element in it that I could reuse to make another piece of jewelry. So I'm going to put the camera down toward the jewelry and let's get started. Okay. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I picked up stuff like this cute bracelet. It's all glass beads, except these, I think they're all glass, but maybe not those. But these are little hand-painted beads, and I thought they were a lot of fun, and you can use those for all kinds of things. This is a spider that my friend Lisa made, and she uses them for the little bodies. But you can also use them for jewelry. Just like they did here, but you can repurpose them and use them as a focal point, make a pendant out of them. I just like the colors, and as anybody that watches me knows, I'm a big fan of these little black beads. So that was one. Here's another piece I bought for all the charms. I like getting things like these loops and the flat charms, and what I like about the flat charm is, and I can even save the jump ring, I can hang another charm, like a decorative charm, and it's got two sides. They're both similar. But you can hang another charm in front or even a bead in front. And they're really versatile. Now you can also take this apart. You can cut the elastic. It's all elastic. Pull out all the chain that's been woven. See, it's just woven on elastic. So if you cut the elastic, which I'll do right here and show you, then stuff will fall off, but you'll also get the chain out of this piece as well. And there's a nice curved chain. So anyway, that's another piece I bought to take apart because I liked all the different elements. And I love these little metal beads. I do use these. Now this is a cool piece. It's a vintage piece, but not that old. You can see by the clasp. I think it's made to look vintage, but they use buttons. And I thought that was really fun. And then just lots of plastic beads, but they're the nice quality. I believe some are glass. I'm pretty sure a good amount of them are actually glass. And these are all great beads. And I just dropped something. Let me get it. And, okay. And I like the colors and the style. And I love the idea of using the buttons. And I thought that'd be fun to do that. Now here is, still got a little bit of tangles to deal with. Here's another piece. Now, I've got a whole bunch of these beads. And this one says Mystic or something like that. These are beautiful beads, and I've got a bunch of these, and I want to make some bracelets out of them. And this one I bought to add to that collection. This is a wire wrap bracelet, and it's got paper beads. It's very lightweight, and they used all different kinds of paper beads, which I love and I collect. So I thought those would be fun to put in my collection and maybe use a few to make a piece of jewelry. And this is a really cool piece. These are obviously a vintage comic strip. You can see how yellowed it is, and not a very attractive necklace, but the individual beads are fabulous. And you can see the little bits of cartoon in there. It's just a neat piece, and those will be fun beads to work with. Now here is a pendant. Now it's very beat up looking, missing some rhinestones, but this is one you could do all kinds of stuff with. You know, you could paint it, you could put new rhinestones on it. And it could also go into the use for junk jewelry crafts. This one could go either way. It really probably is a little beat up for jewelry, but not necessarily. Then here's a nice little pendant that is a cool little lightweight, very lightweight little pendant that you could put as a charm on a bracelet or on a necklace. Very lightweight. I'm not even sure it's metal. I think there's a good chance this is plastic. It sounds like it. But, you know, it's great for kids' crafts. Kids don't care, and you really don't want to give them a lot of glass. Now, this piece here is very heavy. It is a crystal. It's not magnetic, so I've still got to check that out. But this is a crystal. And I don't know if you can see the glow of that crystal. Let me see if I can get it to... Yeah, see the fire in that? It's heavy. This will be a beautiful focal piece for a necklace. I think it'd be too heavy for a bracelet. There's a little bit of nicks in it, but it doesn't take away from the beauty of it, and it's not even cleaned up yet. It's a beautiful piece. Now here is a big roll thing of... Now this isn't my Rolo chain because it's too oval, but it's still a nice big chunk of chain that a couple bracelets could be made out of these. All you have to do is add the clasp and you're done. And then decorate as you want, or even just make it a plain bracelet, but I don't do that. I always have to decorate. Here is a boot earring. I love these type of earrings because I get a lot of great charms off of them. I've got a couple of this boot in silver, and I've got some of these beautiful charms, and I may be using this to make a Christmas present for someone. Beautiful piece. I love that. I buy a lot of those type of earrings. Now here's another piece. It looks like it's a broken brooch, but if you like something like this, you can always put a big jump ring up in the corner or even on each side and make this a double chained necklace. You could easily put a jump ring here and a jump ring here and hang it and make that into a necklace. And this is all enamel work. And then there are rhinestones. There is one missing, but we are going to do a video on repairing rhinestones, and maybe this is one of the ones we'll do. This is a simple earring, very basic, but you got 2 cubes and a nice cylinder that could easily be made into something very fun. This one I liked because it has stone or glass. I think they're stone though. Okay, this is, oh boy, it's caught. Doesn't matter how careful you are, things get caught. Hold on. Oh, I see what happened. I had, okay. Despite my best determination, I still ended up with something tangled on here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Now this is the letter S, which that's my initial, but I won't use it. So I'll probably sell the letter S. But look at this gorgeous clasp I can reuse. I mean, that's a toggle with a beautiful leaf and great pattern. And these stones are gorgeous. You can see through them. Probably some sort of agate dyed, but it's just, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. And these little bits of chain, you can do the same thing. You can chain together beads or all kinds of things, charms, beads, connectors to make a necklace out of. And I love copper. Now, I always buy these. Whenever I can find this style of bead, I pick it up. I don't care what shape. These are all glass. I love this shape where they're kind of oblong, and I love the rondelle, and I love this. This is like a bigger version of that. And I have an earring like that. I always pick these glass beads up because they're absolutely stunning. And I love these little pieces here because you can actually use them as accent pieces on a bracelet to add a little bit of chain to it. And so that gives you some little tassels. You can leave them as tassels or take them apart. Now this is a stunning necklace I bought. It was missing the clasp. Now, could I replace the clasp? Yeah, but it's probably not going to sell. But look at these gorgeous beads and these lovely heavy spacers. This is a very heavy necklace. Lots of gorgeous beads and spacer beads to work with. Same with this one. I think I paid $2. Most of this stuff I didn't even pay $1 for. It was a big lot. But this one I specifically offered him $2 for because I saw it hanging up on the wall. And these are all glass or crystal, and they're stunning. These have a real neat kind of greenish rainbow, you know, I don't know, they're just beautiful. And then these are silver coated. And then there's these beautiful bluish green, kind of more of a green with a little tint of blue, and the spacers. I mean, the amount of material, all different sizes and shapes of beads. You got these little ones, and then you got the bigger ones, the in-between ones. These, if you can get one of these type of necklaces for $1 or $2 and they're all glass or even high quality plastic, that gives you so much material, especially if you're just starting out. Now this is a broken necklace, and it's obviously vintage. It's a beautiful piece. And if I'm not mistaken, this was thrown in. This was a bag that he threw in for me because I spent like $70 that day on jewelry. I mean, I got tons of it, but I'm only showing you this stuff. These are gorgeous glass pressed beads. And when you can get a necklace like this, this was originally $35. He says don't pay attention to the prices. Those are the prices that were on it when he bought it wholesale or in a big lot. But you got bars. So I probably didn't pay $1 for this whole bag of beads. It's just gorgeous. And there's no end to what I can do with that. And then these you can find all the time, really inexpensively. And they're a rondelle shape, glass, and you take a few of these apart and you've got all different kinds of beads to use for projects. And here's a red one as well with little crystals in between. They're all glass or crystal, heavy, beautiful, bright red. This is a good complement to this deep, dark, opaque red. Now this was a necklace that I had to take apart because it was filthy. The string was black and I couldn't look at it another minute. So I took it apart for the parts and pieces because there was no way to save it. So these are beautiful crystal. I could not believe these. I've never had any like this. I've had glass drops, but these are all crystal. Beautiful. So this is absolutely going in my collection. All this stuff is. I'm not selling any of this. Here's another one of those. These necklaces in antique shops are expensive, but you can still find them places at yard sales and things for $2 or $3. Sometimes even at antique stores. And this was in there, probably paid less than $1 for it. And you can see again, even if you paid $10 for that, that's what you're going to pay for a string of beads sometimes full price at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's. So even if you got this for $10 to take apart, it's worth it. You've got the chained piece with a larger round bead. You've got these different shapes. You've got the little flat rondelles, spacers. You've got several sizes of the crystals. Another beautiful piece. Now here's one. These don't sell for much. It's got a tag on it, so I will research it before I make my final decision. Let's see what it's. I think it has a name brand, but I still don't see much of this seed bead stuff sell. Let's see what this says. It says, I can't read it. It's like a handwritten, like handwriting. K. Sir. K. Sura or something like that. I'll research it a little bit, but if it's not worth anything, these are crystals. And they're gorgeous, rainbow, flashing, beautiful crystals, and the seed beads as well. Plus you have a ton of nice crystals on the actual seed bead side too. And you've got a nice lobster claw. Again, less than $1, and those are at yard sales all the time. Here's another piece. I love these for jewelry repurposing because you get every kind of bead. And I've seen, these are beads you buy at Hobby Lobby. I swear this is almost the string, 2 strings of it exactly. They sell these strings that are, and I know this is one of them because I've seen these. It's almost like they took 2 of these strands and added a couple beads and made a necklace. So you've got all these different beads that no 2 are alike. And sometimes that's a lot of fun for a charm bracelet. And again, less than $1. And there are earrings that they made to go with it. So a lot of fun beads for less than $1. Here's another one. I've seen these beads for sale as well. Now these are just cheapy. Well, these are actually glass pony beads. These are not kids' plastic pony beads. But that's another one. You can take it apart. You've got some beautiful and interesting beads. Are these solid beads? Yes, these are not bead caps. Those are solid. Sometimes you get them like that. It's 2 halves. These are solid. Really nice. Here's another one of these bracelets. This one's got kitties, and they're metal, little metal kitties, and glass beads. And I got it with this one. And again, it says $1. That's probably what I don't think I even paid $1 for it. This is a single earring. These are the kind of single earrings I love to get because these are clay beads and they're gorgeous. And you can do a lot with that. Charm bracelets especially. What do you do with mismatched beads? Charm bracelets. Here's another one with elastic in it. You cut the elastic. This one, though, won't come apart on you. This one is just a necklace that they took, and then they just put the elastic inside the chain. So you could actually open it up and make it into a necklace again, or take it apart. And you got some glass with a copper metallic coating. You got a bunch of nice silver, and you got a beautiful chain that you could make a necklace or many bracelets out of. You just got to get the rest of that elastic out, is all. But, so that's another one. Again, didn't pay $1 for it. Now, these are plastic beads, but the colors, I think these are plastic. I'm pretty sure. Ah, they might be glass. It actually feels like glass. Beautiful colors. And so many different colors. Some of them might be plastic, some might be glass. I'm not sure. It does have some weight to it. And a beautiful chain that you can use. Because you could take a piece of this chain, and then you could take a piece of this chain, hook them together, and make all kinds of fun stuff. So I love stuff like this. Because you can leave some of the chained pieces together like that, and then add some chain on it. Like you could actually take this apart and make several bracelets out of just the way it is. I don't always take apart chained beads. Now this I just got for the chain. It was a nice ball chain, gold, petite, really pretty ball chain. And it was in the bunch of junk. Same with this one. Absolutely stunning, rich gold, nice quality. Is it got a signature? Let's see. No, it says Korea. But it's beautiful for repurposing. And it actually, oh, look at, I was wrong. This is actually 3 bracelets. Look at, 3 bracelets that they hooked together. So that's even better. You got 3 charm bracelets that are beautiful. Pay attention to that. I didn't because I bought so many pieces that day. I wasn't really taking that much time. Now, this is perfect for steampunk. Big, bold piece. You can I can wire wrap up through here and put a watch on it. I can even leave this on or take this off, but this is a perfect piece. And you can leave these on or take these off and dangle something else, because these would be great as individual things on necklaces. So much you can do with this piece. It's gorgeous. Now, this was also my junk jewelry. This is actually a very expensive piece from Hobby Lobby. I think these are about $10 full price. But they are meant to be bought for making earrings or jewelry out of. It already has an ear wire, but I got them for under $1. And I'm not sure if I'll make earrings out of them or use them for something else, but they're stunning. And you can get this stuff cheap from time to time. This is a piece that was just floating in the box of junk I got. A lot of junk jewelry, 2 shallow boxes full. And this was in there. What a neat pendant that'll make. Or a connector. I can put a jump ring at the top with a chain and a jump ring on the bottom with beads and charms. That's a fun piece. You get these all the time. If you can come away from a yard sale, thrift store, antique store with some plain chain that's attractive. There's some charm bracelets waiting to be made. Now this one I thought was really neat. It has got so many, let me get it unhooked, so many gorgeous glass and stone. I think these are all stone beads. Oh, there's some glass. I mean, these are absolutely stunning. I think these are amethyst. Yeah, they're all stone. These are amethyst, I believe. I mean, you got stone leaves. You got these purple accents, some glass seed beads. What can't you do with that? That's absolutely stunning. And again, less than $1. But that I would have paid $2 for to take apart because it's beautiful. This key, again, I didn't pay $1 for it. It's a keychain. Take the keychain off. You got a pendant. You can hang a bead down. You can wire wrap it. There's no end to what you can do, and it's good on both sides. It's a beautiful key. I paid less than $1. Here's another one. It was in the junk jewelry box. That's a tiny one, so you might want to add a piece of chain to this. Even beaded, like you could take some stuff like this with the right color. You have to use gold wire, and you could extend it or do one side of it in this. Now this is an earring that's really weird. I don't know if you can get this off, but these charms are fun. You got all kinds. This is filthy. Once you clean those up, those will be nice. This you could probably even use as well if you could get this off. You could do something Looks like it's got, oh yeah, it's a bead. It's got a wire through it. So if you can get this off, which you should be able to, you can use that as a bead as well. Here's another weird charm. It's just randomly thrown in there. But these kind of things make fun little pieces of jewelry. Now here's one that you can do a lot. I'm not going to untangle it. You can do a lot with this. You can take these knots off. Just open those tiny jump rings on either side. Take these knots off, or you can use this as is and add charms or even beads to it. Extend it and have beads on either side. Make it into a couple bracelets. There's no end to what you could do with this. And again, under $1. And same with this chain here. It has a butterfly on it. Looks like abalone. We can use that on a charm bracelet or something. And then we have a piece of chain here that's really pretty, but all of this is very magnetic. And then I always love these Southwestern style pieces. And again, now this one's not magnetic. I really doubt it is anything, but we will test it because I haven't even gone through this stuff yet. I went through it for the first time today to show you. So anyway, that's not the whole lot. This is just the stuff I specifically bought to repurpose into other pieces of jewelry. So my next video is going to be taking this exact pile, and all I'll add to it is some findings. If I need extra chain, my friend Deanna sent me this beautiful spool. Look at this. Deanna, I can't thank you enough. Beautiful Rolo chain. And it's stunning. And I can use that. I've got some silver chain and stuff. I still haven't emptied my drawer for you. But I will pull out maybe some chain, or I'll pull out a clasp if I need it. But I'm going to try, and maybe a charm or two, because I don't know if I have enough charms. But I'm going to try to use mostly this stuff and very little other stuff. As little other stuff as possible. Try to do as much as I can with this. But I didn't get too many charms, so I may either find some more used jewelry that has charms on it, or I'll pull a few charms. I have a lot of that in my drawer. That's jewelry I bought to repurpose the charm. So I may have to add a couple of those pieces, and I'll show you those if I do when I go to do the jewelry. But the next video will be me repurposing this stuff. People have asked me for repurposed videos, so here you go. I wanted to show you some stuff that I got, oh, shoot, about a month and a half ago. And I could have gone back to this guy and gotten more, but it's an hour, well, it's 2 hours round trip to go see him. And we just haven't been able to do it. And he's only there on the weekend. We just haven't been able to do it. We've just had too much going on. So we might try it one more time, go out and see what he's got. I've got his phone number too, but I just didn't get back out there. And he had so much jewelry. What I got from him was a drop in the bucket. I have a pile over here of stuff I'm keeping and listing. And I got 2 boxes. This is about the size of them here. There's just 2 boxes. This is a box lid. And then I've got the box it goes to, which is about that thick. And neither one is full to the top, but it's a lot of jewelry. I paid $70 for everything. And I got a lot. And there were way more than 70 pieces. So I paid between 50 cents and 80 cents a piece for everything. A few of these things came from a couple other places. Like this came from an estate sale for like, again, a huge bucket of stuff for, I think I got it for $1. Because I brought a handful of stuff up, plus this little tub here that had some jewelry in it. And she said $6 for every, that's why that 6 is in there, because she put it up there for me. So everything we had, some books and jewelry and everything, was $6. And then we added more stuff. So the jewelry, again, was 50 cents or less each. And some I've already listed. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. It gives you a little bit of an idea. We'll do more videos on this. But it gives you a little bit of an idea of what to look for when you're trying to figure out. But if you can find stuff like this especially, I mean, these beautiful pieces with the stone and these pieces that you can take apart. And like this one was already blown apart and I didn't pay $1 for it. So yeah, just gorgeous beads, gorgeous everything. I mean, it's just so much fun to take apart all this stuff and see what you can make out of it. So anyway, I'll be back with the other half of this video in a couple days. Thank you so much. Bye.